Novozymes, the world's enzyme giant, vows to deliver sustainable growth on innovation and close partnership with customers. That's according to the company's new CEO in a recent exclusive interview with CNC.
Peder Holk Nielsen has taken over the post of CEO from the retired Steen Riisgaard since April 1, 2013. He says the fundamental strategy of Novozymes is to continue to invest in innovation.
Nah, we're not changing our strategy. We think we're on the right strategic path. We've changed our goals a bit, but we're actually keeping our strategy, if you like. The fundamental strategy of Novozymes is to continue to invest in innovation. We spend about 14% of our turnover on research and development. We'll continue to do so.
The CEO says the company has delivered a lot of innovation to their customers.
We have, as a company, we've delivered a lot of innovation to our customers, and it's all about new products, new innovation that goes out to customers all over the world. And that's the underlying driver. In 2013, we expect that to continue. In 2012, we had good growth in household care, which was the main driver for our total growth in 2012.
Nielsen believes that the close partnership with customers will play a vital role in building future growth. Understanding the customer's need and turning insights to the innovative biological solutions are essential for Novozymes to accelerate into double-digit growth.
Because by engaging with your customers, you understand what they need, and you also get enough insight with your customers to surprise them a bit. Very often customers don't really know what biotechnology can do for them. But once they've met with our researchers and worked with them to understand their problems, then sometimes we find new ways of doing things. And that's exactly what we have set out to do as a company. We want to change the world together with our customers. And every bit of change is about new innovation.
Despite the global economy in 2012 remained sluggish and fragile, Novozymes achieved strong growth. In fact, the company made operating profit of $477 million in 2012, representing a 17% rise from the previous year. Nielsen mentioned that the diversified portfolio was one of the key elements which made the company shielded from the global economic downturns.
I think it's basically because Novozymes is a couple of technologies that goes into many different markets. On the average, on the balance, we're probably more robust than most companies are.
Headquartered in Buxvard, some 10 kilometers north of Copenhagen, the company, with a portfolio of over 700 products in 130 countries, pioneered in producing enzymes across a broad range of industries, as household care, food, feed, bioenergy, and so on. High oil prices, limited resources, and environmental concerns are compelling the governments and consumers to turn to renewable energy sources. Biofuels is part of the solution that can help to significantly diversify transportation fuels.
Well, our big plan is that farmers should produce energy. And right now, the best way of doing that is to, at least when you talk liquid fuels, is to convert farm waste into biofuels.
According to a study by Bloomberg New Energy Finance in 2012, using 17.5% of agriculture residue available today as feedstock for biofuels production could generate as much as biofuels to replace over 50% of forecast gasoline demand in 2030. Actually, Novozymes has formed strategic partnership with Beta Renewables, a global leader in cellulosic biofuels, to build the world's largest cellulosic ethanol plant in Italy. Novozymes will provide the enzymes which enable a cost-efficient conversion of biomass to ethanol. Nielsen was confident that the large-scale commercialization of biofuels is taking off, and biofuels can eventually compete with the conventional gasoline on price.
That plant is a commercial-scale plant that's coming off the ground in Italy and will start operating continuously over the next month or so. In the U.S., there are a couple of demonstration plants that are being built, large commercial plants. And everyone is now waiting for them to start proving to us all what they can do in terms of product economies. We believe that they'll be able to prove that cellulosic ethanol or biofuel is competitive to gasoline.
Nielsen pointed that China is a strong growth engine in the company's globalization strategy, given that China is the second largest national market for the company after the U.S. It opened its first office in China in 1992 in Hong Kong and moved in Beijing in 1997. Novozymes represents one of the largest Danish investments in China, with a total realized investment of more than $500 million by 2012.
Well, China is a very interesting place now, and of course we see the changes in the Chinese economy. And we hope, obviously, to grow faster than 10% in China. So China will get to take up a larger and larger piece of Novozymes' revenues.
With around 200 scientists and researchers, the company's R&D center in the Zhongguancun Science Park of Beijing is the first foreign-invested biotech research institution in China. And the company expects to expand the staff and operations in China.
We'll also be more and more people in China. Today, about every fifth employee of Novozymes is a Chinese, and I expect in 5 years from now there will be more people in China, relatively speaking, in Novozymes. So more customers, more sales, and more people relative to the size of the company.
Nielsen sees big opportunities and potentials in food and household care area in China. For example, it has entered strategic partnerships with the largest detergent companies in China as Libe and Nice.